you ready to take your leadership journey to the next level? On the leadership platform TLP, we don't just talk about leadership, we live it. This year, we are bringing you cutting-edge insights, transformative tools, and real-world strategies to help you lead with confidence, purpose, and impact. This year, we have 4 seasons with 50 episodes. We will dive into themes such as leading self, leading others, and leading institutions. We bring you Leaders Are Leaders. This monthly session focuses on book reviews, discussions, encouraging all participants to read along with selected books on personal leadership and professional leadership. We also have a time with the CEO. In this segment, we dive into the stories of prominent CEOs who share their insights, lessons learned throughout their leadership journey. We also bring you extraordinary leadership stories, highlighting individuals in our societies who are doing extraordinary things. This segment inspires viewers with real-life examples of leadership in action. We will bring you some brilliant minds, courageous leaders changing the narrative of Africa. We also bring you finally the expert-led sessions, which cover a wide range of leadership and personal development topics, providing practical guidance and actionable strategies for personal and professional development. The leadership platform is your go-to space for personal growth, professional breakthroughs, and meaningful connections. I am Joy Bunsu-Schmutz, co-host on TLP, and I will see you every Saturday, 7 p.m. GMT, live on YouTube and Facebook. Hello, everyone, and a warm welcome to the Leadership Platform powered by CTL Africa Leadership. Wherever you're joining us from across the world, it's a pleasure to have you. My name is Joy Bunsu-Schmutz, and I'm excited to always be here as your co-host for the Leadership Platform. And I want you to go ahead, introduce yourself. Where are you connecting with us from across the world? Tanzania, Uganda, Nigeria, South Africa, US, UK, wherever you are, let us know in the chat and we'll be happy to announce you to the world. It's a pleasure to have you. Today, we're launching our brand new season. We've gone through 12 episodes of Leading Self. Leading Self. We've had powerful speakers join us to help us elevate our personal leadership game. And from now to the end of the quarter, we will be focusing on leading others. Leading others. So that's the theme for season 2. And we're happy to have our very first speaker for tonight, who is going to be sharing on his extraordinary leadership journey. We always bring you extraordinary leadership stories to inspire hope that it's not all lost here in Africa. There are some brilliant minds doing groundbreaking things that are changing the narrative of our continent. And today we'll be happy to introduce one of Koforedia's finest, Ghana's finest young men who is doing amazing to you. So I'm going to go over to see who is in the room. Just put your name, where you're connecting with us from, and we'll be happy to introduce you to the rest of the world. I want to say a big thank you to my team. Uncle Sam is here. Sarah Jesse, our all-time favorite partner, and the team, Hawa, Elizabeth, Priscilla, Gideon, Charles, and everyone who supports us to bring the show to you every Saturday evening. We've been doing this for the last 4.5 years, bringing this to you every Saturday evening. So it's a pleasure to be here again, connecting with you all. All right, so just a few announcements before we start. This month, we're kicking off with a new book. Last week, we did our review on the 80-20 principle. Uncle Sam graciously took us through the review. This month, we're reading a new book, and this will be led at the end of the month by one of our partners, Tika Cameron. And the book we're reading this month is Treating People Well: How to Master Social Skills and Thrive in Everything You Do. I mean, I haven't come across this book, so we are going to eagerly look for it so that we can all read together how to treat people well and master the social skills to thrive in everything that we do. If you've read it, let us know in the comments section. And also, before we kickstart, subscribe to our channels, like, share, comment. Let's make this learning experience as engaging as possible. All right, so I'm not going to be doing the interview this evening. I'm going to introduce Mr. Yim is going to come up, and then we'll bring up our speaker. Uncle Sam, welcome.
Good. I am excited and anticipating
Yes.
today's conversation. It's a great story, and I believe we're going to inspire
Yeah.
ourselves and inspire our audience. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for the team for a great work.
All right. So let me get off stage.
Great. So, well, because we're going to, our speaker is going to tell us all about himself. So I'm not going to say anything about him at this moment. You're going to see him, we're going to reveal him together. And so, as we have advertised, this is on our series, which we do every quarter, which is Extraordinary Leadership Stories. And this evening, we're going to share the story of our friend, our brother, Prince Akufu, all the way from the Kufodia flowers. He's surrounded by Kufodia flowers. So we're going to see what is inside the flowers there. Prince, you're welcome to the leadership platform. Thanks for making yourself available to share with us.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Great. So, why where is the term Kofodia flowers? Where does it come from?
Wow. Kofodia flowers, I think it's something that we all came to meet. And we enjoy having that tag as Kofodia flowers. And
Mm-hmm.
when when we say Kofodia flowers, I think it means that beautiful people from Kofodia. So almost everyone.
Is
So
it
the very moment
beautiful people or beautiful
beautiful and
girls?
handsome. I have to include the boys because they have been partial. So it means beautiful and handsome people from Koforidua. That is
Mm-hmm.
beautiful girls and handsome boys or handsome men from Koforidua, which I'm included.
I can confirm that you are handsome. This one.
Thank you.
If we don't include you, it won't work.
Yes. So that's how come we have Koforidua flowers.
Good, great. I actually I mean I grew up in a village. My hometown is in Adukrom, and I used to pass through Koforidia. I did my sixth form national service in Koforidia, so I know Koforidia a bit. And so I think it's a beautiful place. Those of you who don't travel in Ghana, please go and see Koforidia. You see some very, very nice, beautiful flowers there, and can bring some to Accra. Anyway, this evening we choose we heard of your story, and on this platform we like to encourage innovation. We like to encourage creativity. We like to encourage people to believe in themselves and to believe in Africa and the Africans, because there's so much negative narrative around what we cannot do. So when we find stories like yours, we are excited just to showcase you to the world. But we're going to start from the beginning and ask Prince Akufu, where is Prince Akufu from? I know that Akufu, I'm a Kwapim boy, so Akufu is a typical Kwapim name. So are you from Kwapim, anywhere close to my hometown?
I think, thank you very much. And once again, I would say I'm honored to be here. When you say Prince Akufu, with Akufu, the name Akufu, please, I'm not, before I start, I'm not related to the former president of the Republic of Ghana. My,
Eh,
yes, my Akufu is Akuffo.
okay.
And um, I'm a Krobo, 100% Krobo.
Hey,
And it doesn't have any correlation with me being Ekrapim and
okay.
Krobo having the name Akufu. So when people get to hear that, they are like, "How come? How is it? It's not possible." And almost, I think, majority or about 80% of people who know me think I'm Ekrapim. So because
Yes.
I was born and bred in Koforidua, I've lived in Koforidua for so many years. I grew up in
Okay.
Koforidua, and my chi, even though I can't speak Ekrapim chi, but my chi is typical Anakan chi. So
Okay.
almost everyone think I'm from Ethiopian, but my dad and mom, they are both Krobos, and my dad is from Somenia. Mom is also
Okay.
from Somenia. And
Okay.
I'm told the Akufu, we had it from our my great grandfather. He was a,
Okay.
and happened to be an Ethiopian.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
So that story is there, and
Okay.
they had the Akufu. So
So is your dad also Akufu?
my dad is Akufu.
Okay. All right. That's beautiful. This is the beauty of Ghana, you see. And the naming system is also actually powerful because
Very
I'm a
unique.
Yim, but my father is not a Yim, and people don't understand.
Wow.
I mean, our naming system is that you're named after your grandfather or an ancestor or
That,
somebody, and
I
that
know.
is your surname. And it is
Yes.
when we went to this school and the white people started imposing, because in my tradition, it's you don't take your father's name. Your father names you after his father or grandfather or somebody, and
Okay.
that is your name. So I'm Kofi Ayim, all right. But my father is Kumi. He was named after somebody else. Anyway, so thank you so much for that. Now tell us a bit about your upbringing. What did mommy do? What did daddy do? How many children were in the house in Koforidia? Which part of Koforidia? Is it Betomu or Isukwa? Where? And what was the situation like growing up in Koforidia?
So growing up in Koforidua, as I said initially, I've lived in Koforidua for over 27 years. And
How
growing
old
up,
are you, by the way? 27
I'm,
years.
I'm 29.
Okay.
I'm 29 years. Yes, I spent some few years in Kumasi, but
Okay.
yes. So Koforidua, growing up, I started school. I went to Universal Preparatory School, and growing up, I grew up from a family of four. That is mom, dad, myself, and my sister. So two
Okay.
boys, 2 girls. Yes, we are
Wow.
only, yes. Mom and dad, myself and my sister. So we're only two. I had one, my sibling being Ernestina. And then from there, I think SHS in Kumasi Academy. Then I experienced life in Accra, Central University, where I had a degree in accounting
Mm-hmm.
before I started the journey. And people get to see me now and they say, Prince, you have this nice business you are doing, your business is going on well, you are doing good because you are coming from a very good or a very good background. There was money
Yes.
home, there was cash. Then I tell them the story. If I'm to tell you our story, it's not as you see it. You have been seeing it out there.
Tell
Yes,
us. Tell us
I
the
came
story.
I came from a home that basic needs were not a problem or was not difficult for me. Getting your basic need. I didn't struggle to get food. Like by the grace of God, I did experience all those stuff. Go to school. My dad and mom, like they took care of us because we were only two. That was also an advantage on our
Mm,
side. So
yeah.
Universal was one of the best schools in Koforidua when we
Mm,
started. Yes. So For basic needs,
what did daddy do? What did mommy
mom,
do?
mom, they were all traders. They operate and still operate cool store. So
Okay.
I grew up from that business home,
Mm-hmm.
business home. But a little challenge was that my dad, I think, had only a basic education. I,
Mm.
I think he dropped out in GHS 1 years
Mm.
before. Yes, my mom, it was a secondary school, that is New Jabin.
Mm-hmm.
So that was they were using their basic knowledge in in life and JHS and SHS to build their business. So that was the
Mm.
kind of life that I had, and they incorporated the kids, me and my sister, the two of us,
Mm.
in the business right from infancy. When we started, I think I started selling at the shop when I was around 11, willingly. Mom,
Mm.
I would like to, have that experience of what you do. And
Mm-hmm.
going to school, I had that business mindset because of mom
Yeah.
and dad, what they keep on showing us and teaching us. And I started selling. I used to do this condensed toffee.
Mm.
I had this condensed toffee that I used to sell in school. I'll wake up at dawn. I was not doing all those things because I had to do them. I was
Mm.
doing all those things out of love and passion. I just wanted to sell or do something. So there
Mm.
was love and passion to do that. My
Yeah.
dad way was not happy, and we had to sometimes sneak to do all those things. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So
Your dad didn't go to school. I mean, not didn't go to school. He didn't have higher education, and he
yeah,
wanted you to have higher education. And you are here doing condensed coffee.
condensed toffee. So that was a specific, that was what he was saying, and it was
Eh.
always part of my mom. Why I don't want to see them doing all these things. But we loved it. We loved it.
Mm.
Sometimes when we close from school and we come home, we had the shop. We have a shop in town. When I go to the shop, I remember this soap came, Saba soap. When they came to Koforidua, at that time it was 5 pesos.
Mm.
And right after school, I just told my mom, I would like to sell this Saba soap. He said, "Oh, they just brought them." I just went out. I was in the market, going out. At that time, I was in GHS. I went to,
Okay.
I was out there selling. Then I'll come home and I will come to the shop and I'm like, "Oh, a box is finished." I was not doing this thing because of any pressure or anything, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I love doing all those things. So that
Yeah.
was the
Now tell me, Prince. I mean, you are now a parent, right? You're married. You have two kids, just like your dad, right?
yes.
Now, what does this encounter with daddy trying to say stop and go to school, and you trying to do the, what does that tell you about, and what would be a lesson for parents and for parenting in our part of the world? What does that teach us?
Honestly, now that I'm a parent, I have understood that to a certain extent
Mm-hmm.
when he was doing that, or I've understood why he was being hard on us
Mm-hmm.
when we were eager to sell. And also doing business, understood mom also a little why she gave us that training, because I will come to the aspect of me doing the business, but I think it's propelled us or gave us that confidence to do what we've been able to do now. We had that
Mm-hmm.
practical experience
Mm-hmm.
of doing business at that early stage.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
because of that practical experience, it's the way I started my business and going out there on the market was never difficult for me. It was
Yeah.
very, like, it was seamless. Like, it was not
Mm-hmm.
difficult for me. I enjoyed it. I loved it. And I think it would have been very difficult if I didn't have all these practical experience from those
Mm-hmm.
times, because the
Yeah.
theoretical aspect of our education or our educational system is something that theory. The practical
Mm-hmm.
aspect, not
Mm-hmm.
much. So
Yeah.
you don't have the feel. So when you go out there after school, now that I'm an employer, I have people that we have workers that have that exceptional people when you look at their certificates, but
Mm-hmm.
in terms of the experience on the field, when they go out there on the market, they tend to struggle a little. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's something that we have to fuse. We have to know how. We don't have to probably also press on it too much and enjoy
Mm-hmm.
doing it, because education is very important. Education
Yeah.
is very important,
But
but we
it's
have
it's the
to.
type of education you're talking about here, no? Because our education is go to school, cram, pass exams, and go and look for a job.
Go
But
and look for a job.
what your experience is showing is that where the child has a practical experience from early, that helps to be able to identify the talent and things that they develop. But some people
Yes,
will say selling your soap and selling your condensed toffee and so on is child labor.
child
But
labor, child labor.
what do you say to that?
Um, if they say child labor, to an extent, sometimes with our society, because we see people or children on the street selling underage, selling water, doing all these things as they are professional, as ways to make ends meet or get a living for themselves. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that one, I don't support that at all.
Mm,
But for what I was doing was something that was just out of passion,
mm.
was not the main thing.
Out of
Or
necessity.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
I was not supposed, because whatever we even saved, I saved from infancy or doing all those business. Mom gave everything to me, or
Mm.
my parents gave everything to me. So,
Yeah.
and they opened, I think, is it TIF account
Mm-hmm.
for me, and I used to. So I was enjoying it. It's not something that we had to probably make it a living or make a living out of
Mm.
it.
Mm.
That is
But
something that a lot of people
it
do.
still gave you some skills. Now
It
let's
gave.
come back to, so you went to you finished your junior secondary school, senior secondary school, then you went to Central, you studied accounting. After you finished your accounting degree, what next? What did you do?
After accounting, I did my service at NADMO, TMA, TEMA,
Okay.
NADMO. But I didn't finish my service. That is something. I didn't complete the service
Okay,
because I have.
if you want to be an MP, they will ask for you, so you have to go and complete it. Maybe you can
I,
do it in your company.
I had my, okay. I wouldn't say I didn't complete it, but I started a business alongside. Let me put it that way, because I
Okay.
have my national service certificate. I have my
Okay.
national service certificate. But
Okay.
it got when we were doing the service, I had that mindset of doing a business or starting my own business right from SHS.
Okay.
Right from SHS, I wanted to do business. I wanted to do something by myself. So whilst I was in the university, this is something that has to be a little go against me a little, because I was not learning that much in the university.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So my grades were not that good in the university when I was in
Okay.
school. Not because I was a bad student, because I was not learning.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth. I was not
Yeah.
learning. Yes.
You were doing
So
other things.
I was not
You were making money.
I was not making money in the university. I was not learning. I was just enjoying being in school, going to school. You come back when it's getting to exams, you just have to rush and do something. So
Mm.
when I was in level 300, we had an orientation, and the speaker says something that if you don't pass your exams and you want to further education or get your masters with accounting and all that, ACCA is going to be very difficult for you. And
Yeah.
the world out there, or the world now,
No, sorry, your internet is a bit challenged at this point. I think Prince's internet is being challenged at this point, but we'll bring him back. We'll bring him back on stage. But guys, we're so far talking to Prince. He's told us a story how he grew up trying to sell at an early age and producing condensed toffee and selling soap as a young boy. A father fighting to resist him from selling, the mother encouraging, and then now he's telling us the story of his university days, how he was not taking his studies seriously, and there was an orientation that he had something that changed his attitude. Anyway, I think, Joy, we'll take a very quick short break whilst we get Prince back online. So let's take a short.
For over a decade, CTL Africa Leadership has been more than a service provider. We are your dedicated partner in leadership growth, specializing in leadership development, corporate governance, strategy, culture, change management, and customer service. We focus on relational skills and personal growth essentials for effective and sustainable leadership. Our approach blends masterclasses, mastermind groups, gamified learning, and executive coaching to create impactful and engaging programs. Introducing our 2025 Corporate Development Catalog. For all heads of organizations and HR leaders, call us now to request your copy today and take your organization to the next level in 2025.
I am winning on all fronts limitlessly.
I have made tremendous improvement at work through delegating and empowering teams.
We started with the law of intentionality, which specifically makes it clear that growth cannot just happen. You have to be intentional about your growth.
CTO Africa Leadership brings you the Grow Journey, a series of masterclasses based on John C. Maxwell's book, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. In this 10-week virtual growth accelerator, you will acquire the skills to thrive and flourish as you evolve into a more impactful and fulfilled individual. You will master the art of personal and professional development as you craft and execute your customized growth plan. Limited seats available. Register now for the next cohort.
Hey there, join the next cohort of CTL Ghana's growth journey.
The next cohort is coming on. Get involved and your life will never.
Great. So we have Olivia here. Olivia is here. We also have with us on the platform at this point in time, we have Yauchumesi Nimakon is also here. Evans Odom is here and is watching us from Kaswa. And I would say interesting. We have Ezekiel Newell is here. I could remember this interesting story, boss. So yes, I think that must be one of you. I'm saying we are proud of you, profile. All right. Esther Amankwa is here. He says interesting story. Awo is here. He says good evening, watching from Dome. All right. So good. Prince, before we move on, you were summarizing for us your campus life and watching and enjoying yourself, and then somebody came to give a talk.
Yes. Okay. So when they gave the talk, so I was actually talking about my life on campus, and when they gave the talk about not making it if we don't perform well in terms of our grades, and knowing my grade then, I know I had what I had then was not good, so I had to probably have a second option or a second thought or something, a backup option. I started thinking about business right from level 300. What's next? So that was the main. So when I started my service, I said to myself, at NADMU, I said to myself, I have to do something, or I have to start the business, or just do something. Then, latter part of my service at NADMU, I just decided to register the business. I talked to a few friends. Then we decided to start frozen foods, because I was coming from the coastal or the meat family.
Yeah.
I decided to do some. I had an idea, and for now, it's something that I'll go back to that idea. In a year, I'll go back to it. At that time, we started with a frozen business, and it didn't go well for us. We realized it was capital intensive.
Yeah.
I registered a business. It didn't go well. It was a trial period. Then my girlfriend, now my wife, called me and said, Prince, I would like us to do some business. She was on campus then. I'd like us to do Tom Brown or sell Tom Brown.
Tom Brown.
Do you think? Yes, Tom Brown. She just called me and said, yes, of all things. She just said, what do you think? And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll come back. I'll give you a call back. I hung up and immediately called mom. Mom, hello, mommy. You remember when I was young, you always prepared Tom Brown for us. And you know the funny thing, when it's my birthday and they ask me what I want, then I'll tell mommy Tom Brown. So my mom, Tom Brown, Emma. So anytime it's getting
ask for Tom Brown for a birthday.
Anytime it's getting closer to my birthday, my mom will be like, "What your birthday didn't cry? All you do is talk. Don't worry, we'll do it for you." And she prepared an instant Tom Brown for me when I was in SHS. You know, SHS, you don't have access to gas to cook.
Yeah.
I was the only one taking Tom Brown to school at that time, Party Academy. So I go with them in sacks, 2 sacks.
Wow.
Because I have obviously a lot of friends used to come around. Oh, Prince, Tom Brown, you have to share and all that. So it was something. So I just called her and said, if you can prepare it for me, I would like to sell it. And that was how we started.
Wow.
So we had to switch from the frozen aspect, because it was capital intensive, to the Tom Brown.
Wow. So mommy agreed to prepare the Tom Brown for you, or she taught you how to prepare it?
She didn't hesitate. Immediately I called her. She said, "Oh, come." I was in Accra. So that weekend I had to rush to Koforidua to go and prepare for her to prepare the Tom Brown. Yes, and I think I have some images that maybe I will show to you. Our first production, the first day, she was making.
Joy, do you have those images that you can show? All right, you go on. I'm sure we'll get it. Yes.
Okay, so
send it to Joy.
I've done that. So you have. That was our first production. So we prepared that very day, that very weekend. When I got home, she prepared it, and we packaged them. The first production, we packaged everything, and I sent them to the school. That was my wife's school then my girlfriend, the school, I sent it there and I told her, this is instant. All you need is what? Water. Then you are good to go. You don't have to probably stress yourself or do anything. This is all that you need. And she and we
So those are the pictures of
yes.
the preparation.
So that was our first. So this was our first production. When I rushed home to introduce or break the news to mommy that I want to do business. That was our first production. Whatever we produced that day, everything, and we took to the school. We sold everything that same day. It was sold out.
And this one, how much did you need to do that?
I started with my NSS savings of 1,000, and when I was doing the NSS, I had a very good friend also there, Doreen. She's called Doreen. I mentioned to her, or I said to her, I want to do this business. I will need some cash, and she just had that confidence to also borrow me 1,000 cedis then.
Okay.
Later on, she even invested about 10,000 cedis afterwards. The business. That's Prince, I'm just supporting you with this. And
wow.
That was
so let me focus there. So effectively you started with your 1,000 cedi and then 1,000 from your friend, 2,000
cedis.
That's what you started with the first production.
That was first production. That was what we started with. It included a business registration because business registration was 60 cedis. And we got all these items. We went to the market to get maize and all these items. We started with 2,000 cedis. So this was our first production.
Wow. So the images we are seeing are some of your first productions.
First production. So my friends, we came home. That was our first production when we started.
And this is somewhere in the corridor of your home or somewhere?
Yes, my mom's home. So at the back of our house, that was where we were doing our first production. This was the first day. Yes.
So now look, somebody, accounting graduate, you've done your national service and you can't do anything but to go and sell Tom Brown. I mean, what was the motivation? What was it that was driving you?
The motivation, I think one major factor was I always wanted to I don't want to say money, but money is key, or it's obviously part of the main reason why someone would like to do something. But I wanted to when I started the Tom Brown, I just wanted people to have a feel of what mom was giving me.
Giving you at home.
Yes, giving me at home. So our first production, we actually made a loss. Not because of anything, but because we just wanted people to, or I just wanted people to have the feel of the product. That this was what I was taking to school. So it was a major factor, it was a major motivation. Then there comes the financial freedom aspect that I wanted. Yes. So I wanted a financial freedom, but I think the main or the major factor was to get people or the entire, world having a feel of profile or what mom was preparing for us then.
Okay. So you registered a company, and the company is called what? Profile? What's Profile? How did the name come?
So when I started, when we were three friends, Jude, Anson, and Frederick.
Okay.
And myself. I mentioned it to a couple of friends, Abna and other people afterwards, but the main people when we started, we were three. So we decided to do First Choice Foods. That was the name that we decided to go with. I went to register First Choice Foods. So I went to register general and I was told the name had been taken. I spent almost the whole day there in a queue to get the registration, and it was about 10 minutes. And the one attending to me said, "We are closing unless you come tomorrow." And I was like, "Oh, I've been here since morning. I got there around 8:30 a.m. I can't be here till 4 something. You are telling me you are closing." He said, "Then change the name and get me something." So I said, "Okay." So under 2 minutes, I had to just change the name. Then Prince, which is the PR, came. So I
Okay.
just wrote our initial, the name Prince
Okay.
and Frederick. Then I was like,
Okay.
okay, R being Prince, O
Mm-hmm.
F being Owusu Frederick, and A
Okay.
being Anson. So I just said,
Okay.
okay, then let me go with Profa. Then I went with Profa Foods. He said, okay, it's not in the system, so you can register. So that was how I
Wow.
got the name Profa Foods. Yes.
Okay. And now profile food has become very popular. So
Yes,
now take us from that stage, 2000 CD production. You gave a lot of it away for people to taste it, so you made a loss. So how did you take it from there? Did you finish your when you finish your service? Did you go to work somewhere else, or you just launch yourself into this business?
So when I finished with my service, I had, daddy came in.
Mm-hmm.
You've gone to school, you've gone to the university, you have to obviously have a corporate job doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to apply for work, and I started applying for jobs, other jobs, looking for opportunities. But I wanted to do business myself. So whilst I was doing that, I was also doing, as whilst I was applying for job, looking for job opportunities, I was also doing the Tom Brown aside. But the main focus was to do the Tom Brown as a side job. Then when I get a corporate job, I will switch to that. So I had my first interview with a bank in Osu. I didn't do well in that interview, so I had to go again after 4 months. So within that period, I started with my FDA registration.
Okay.
I was doing the market survey as well. Then I started mobile money services as well during that period. So I had two mobile money shops that I was operating whilst I was doing the Tom Brown registration.
Brown.
The little I made from the mobile money, I had to pump it into the
Tom
Tom Brown
Brown.
business when I was, yes. Then I had a call from the bank that I have to come back for an interview again. I went for the interview. This time around, it went so well. I was called to probably start orientation the following week. The very first day I was going for the orientation, I was in Afienya, Afienya Matayeko, and the bank was around Osu. So that stress from moving all the way from Matayoko to Osu was it was very hectic, So I said, I don't think I can do this. So that very first day, I just told them that this is going to be my last day. I can't do
Hey,
this. Yes,
you.
that was
People
my
are looking for jobs, and you got a job at the bank. Come for
so
orientation. Then
I
you
even
go and
had
resign.
I even had to call mommy and tell mommy that, hello, mommy, I want to do this business. Mom had that backing all the time.
Yes.
The business that we want to do. So we were always sharing
Mhm.
ideas with her. The business I want to do. I want to come back to the business and do this and do that. Yes, the job they called me, but I want to come back home. And she said, if you feel this is what you want to do, come and let's do it. We are going to support
Okay.
you. So
Great.
I came home. I introduced. I told her that I didn't go back to the banking sector. He was not too happy with me then, but had to
Mhm.
support me. Yes, they have been very supportive. So he said, okay, if this is what I've decided to do, then I should come and tell them what I need to start the business, or what I needed then. Then
Yeah.
I had that backing. Because of that backing, I had that confidence to probably
Yeah.
get into
Yeah.
it full time. And I started. But it took me 2 years to get my FDA certificate.
Wow.
Yes.
Why? Why was it?
One, I think because of our system is also is a factor.
Mm-hmm.
We are in a system that it's whom you know, or probably who you have to talk to. I didn't
People
have a
wanted you to pay for money before they give it
pay,
to you.
to people at FDA were so good to me. I had Mr. Andrew, who was so good to me, Mr. Ahin. They saw a young guy who wanted to do business and wanted to register
How old were you then?
20 when I started the FDA 2018. Now I'm 29. So I think I was 22, 23 when I started the business.
Wow.
Yes. So they decided to just help me. But I didn't get it easy, I didn't get it easy.
What do you mean by I didn't get it easy?
You I had to when I had to do my food analysis, the
Mm-hmm.
analysis for the Tom Brown. I had to go to GSA, and I was told GSA is expensive, but there
Mm.
were other alternatives. So I had to travel to Cape Coast. I was into. I'm just holding this person because this person actually knew their license had been taken from them. They were no more doing that. But he told me, he asked me to come, took my 600 Ghana cedis for registration for my analysis.
That's
Till
40% of the capital.
you know, till date, till date. So so I was told their license had been revoked and they no more do the registration or the analysis again. And I was like, so why did he make me come all the way to Cape Coast to get all these process or all these things done? He just wanted to have his way, get his money. And I did that. Then I had to come back again and gather some money. So I was doing the mobile money and I made some. Then I went back to it. That was how come I met people and I started talking to people. This is what I want to do. They started showing me, you have to do this, you have to talk to this person, you have to go here. And I got the FDA. I didn't pay my way through then. So it was tough for me.
Mm.
I had my
Yeah.
FDA in February 2020. I started the process in 2018.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is something that can kill initiative. You have to be really. You have a young man trying to do something. There's this product, and instead of the system supporting you, and then you have to go through all this. What do you say to the system?
I mentioned this to the then regional director of FDA, Mr. Kwache, Eastern Regional Director. I had the opportunity to meet him before I
Mm.
even had my FDA. I had the opportunity to meet him, and I told him that this kills the edge for people, young
Mm-hmm.
guys or young people to do business when we don't have a system that supports or protects us coming out or someone trying to do something and it's going to take 2 years. I even gave up. You know,
Yeah.
almost let's say 98% people are going to give up. So I gave
Yeah.
up. Then I gave up. I
You
had
have
to.
a job at the bank. You won't do it. You want to
You
do
won't do
Tom
it. You
Brown,
want to do this
and
and you
then
want to talk about it.
and then they give you frustrations.
This frustration. Then so I just decided it got to a point I decided I'm not going back to it again. But that was how come I met a man who came to my mom's shop. I was at a shop. So he came there, he was from the FDA talking, and I said, oh, you people, you are not helping us. I want to do business. And he said, oh, come around. So that was how come he assisted me and helped me, guided me. And also my inexperience and illiteracy on that
Mm-hmm.
level was also a factor because I didn't
Yeah.
even do anything. And I got to know of FDA. I got to know of FDA, I think, when my product was seized in a shop that I sold to.
Mm.
Also, how come I even got to know of FDA? So I didn't
Yeah.
even know I had to even go to FDA
Go to
after my
yeah.
yes. So
Yeah.
that was
Now, all that also are lessons that those who are thinking of going into any business need to understand that there may be some regulations, but it also means that as a system, if we are going to encourage young people to be entrepreneurs, there must be a system where they can be guided depending upon what they want to do so that they can be guided into the regulatory issues, the legal issues, and advice on finance and all those things. Because here you were just, of course, you have your accounting degree, which you even didn't take it seriously at school. So you're going in the dark. You're carrying only your passion. Is that a good summary of what you were doing through at the time?
It's perfect. It's a perfect summary because we tend to sometimes blame the system,
Mm-hmm.
or but we also have to research. So
Mm-hmm.
whilst I was doing the business, that was how come after my registration, that was how come I even got to know that there is even GEA, Ghana Enterprise Agency, who
Mm.
assists startup businesses in registering their products for free.
Oh.
Your first product, you get it for free. You pay zero. All you need is your company certificate. I was like, so
Uh,
research. So
yeah.
on my part, yes.
Yeah. 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 So tell us, how is the business now? We've gone through all the difficult phases, and
God, God,
now
God has been good.
how many years? 2018 to 2025, 7 years down the line.
7 years.
So
We've
effectively
actually
5 years, because the 2 years we
yes,
were struggling.
struggling. Yes.
Tell us the status of the company today. What is the production line? What's the turnover? Where do you sell the products? What is it? How many people? A quick picture of
Okay.
where we are now.
So when we started, we mentioned, or we keep on saying Tom Brown, Tom Brown. But
Mm-hmm.
now, before I continue, I would say God has been good.
Thank God.
God has been really good. We didn't think, or I didn't think, 5 years actively working, I'll be here sharing my story, or I'll have this opportunity to be able to build the business to this stage. Currently, where we are now, we have four products on the market, four primary products on the market. We have the Tom Brown, and the Tom Brown, we even have two variants. We have one with ginger and one with milk. That is,
Okay.
and they are all instant. Then we have our maize grits, which is also on the market now. Then we have
What's the maize great? What does it do? What is that
maize
one?
grits,
Mhm.
Ekwegwemi and Oblayo.
Oh, talk it properly now. Ekwegwemi is what we know. What the
Ekwegwemi,
from the fry now I said, you know.
okay, Ekwegwemi. We have Ekwegwemi,
I love
Ekwegwemi.
it.
We have Ekwegwemi on the market. We have.
Okay.
I'm I'm sharing them with. You soon have our products. We have
Yeah, they are on
Ekwegwemi.
the screen. We can see it.
Yes,
I can
and
see
we
Tom
have
Brown now.
we have the Tom Brown. We
Yes.
have the Tom Brown on the market already. We have Hausa Cocoa as well.
Wow. Okay.
Hausa Cocoa. We have Hausa Cocoa as well on the market. So these are the primary products, four primary products that we have on the market. Then we have the export aspect of the business. Probably I'll go deeper into that. And we we have our products in all Melcom shops nationwide.
Wow.
Melcom shops nationwide, Palace Mall. Um, we don't operate only locally, or we don't have our products. So that's Equigami on the market.
Yes.
Yes, we have we supply all shell shops. If you have a shell shop closer to you and it's not yet there, it will be there. We have that certification to supply shell shops nationwide, total shops, bonjour shops as well, China Mall shops, Palace, these traditional
Wow.
markets as well. We have our products there. And also we have internationally, we have our products in the US. Um, we have our products on Amazon in the US as well. We have um, African shops in the US. We have them. We also have our products in London, in the UK. We have some in East London, Dagenham. We have them in Italy. I think our first consignment will arrived in Italy yesterday. Our first consignment
Wow.
arrived in Italy yesterday. And in 2 weeks' time, a full container of Profile Foods will be in Italy also. In 2 weeks'
Wow.
time, yes, of Profile products will be in Italy. So that is why I said God has been good. Looking at where we started from, with starting from home to now exporting our products internationally and also
Yeah.
locally. We were part of the school feeding program. Our company was contracted and we supplied nationwide all secondary schools for the past 2 years. We have been active in
Wow.
supplying schools as well with Tom Brown. It got to a time where the only company supplying some of these schools.
Wow. So what's the production capacity like? I mean, do you have machines? How many
So, so,
people work for all these things?
so now we have a workforce of 46, and or our initial factory, we didn't know we would get to this stage that soon. So that
Mhm.
place wasn't that big for us. It's not that big for us.
You've grown bigger than your shirt.
We've grown bigger than that. So we started the 24-hour economy. That's our first step.
Before you gave Mahama the idea.
I think President consulted some of us to get because we started the 24-hour economy 2 years ago. We have been
Wow.
producing 24 hours for some time. But now we have our second factory under construction, which is also ongoing at Agavenia. That's
Where is
that's
that? Where is that?
Agavenia in the eastern regions, also in Koforidua.
Okay.
Profa is located in Bunya, and the second one that we are currently constructing is also in Agavenia. That is about 15 minutes away from Bunya
Yeah.
in Koforidua.
So let me just the financials, because a lot of young people who are starting business have issues with the capital. You started with 2,000. I mean, if you don't mind, what's your annual turnover? Let's say last year.
Okay, so last year we made over 7 million.
7 million Ghana cedis
7
turnover.
million Ghana cedis, yes. Last
Okay.
year, that was last year.
5 years of the business. Okay. And,
Yes,
and along the line, did you get other people to invest some capital to be able to expand, or did you just reinvest your profits into the business?
So along the line, I think 3 years ago, 4 years ago, we were having these financial challenges. Like one of our toughest moments, that was the year 2021, 2022 was one of our toughest moments. And we had to probably talk to people, friends. We had offers from investors, but going into details, the contracts and the agreements wasn't good on our side, so we didn't go ahead or sign. But we had people who supported us when we talked to them. Oh, we need this, or I need maybe 10,000 then to buy this. I had friends that supported us, but 2023, we God brought us an angel who just saw us and said, I love what you do. I'm buying from you, but I know you don't have that capacity. I'm just taking this risk of giving you the cash to produce for me.
Wow.
Yes. So this person, I think the first cash given to us was 100,000. That was the first time seeing 100,000. I was like, hey, cash. I was like, physical, not bank transfer. So I was like, wow. She said, okay, I don't know you from anywhere. Someone just mentioned you to me. I've seen you for some time now. Through our dealings, our small dealings, you have been truthful to me. So I'm just giving you this money. She was buying from us, but we didn't have the capital to produce for her.
Yeah.
As at that time. So she just gave us the money to start production for her. So she just gambled on us. And God being so good, we were able to probably produce for her, then reinvest the proceeds afterwards into the business.
Wow. I mean, this is truly, truly, truly inspirational. And you said God It's good. Now, I mean, people, if you have any questions, let's come. Joy, if you have, you can come in at this point. But I have a few more questions, and not a few, plenty. But we have to work. We are limited by time. So, up to this point, having run your business for the last 7 years, what lessons have you learned that you can share with young people, with other people who want to do business and so on?
So I think one of the most important things that young people or everyone who have that passion to go into business must not skip. One of the most important things that everyone who wants to is the process. When I say the process, the startup process. I started my business FDA certification in 2018, and it had to come to a halt for 2 years before getting the certification. Just imagine within that period, I just said, oh, because of all this, I'm not going back to the business again.
Mm-hmm.
It means that I'm not going to be here. There's no profile.
The story will be dead.
Yes, but I think at that time I learned a whole lot. Because of time, I'm not able to share those experiences from 2018 to 2020. The waiting time,
Mm-hmm.
they were so important to me, or they have been so important to the business, because we had one of our main customers came as a result of referral I gave through mobile money. One of our main customers, this customer buys hundreds of thousands from us. So just imagine me going, a graduate, someone who has a degree in accounting, going to do mobile money. What will you see?
Yeah.
You are not going to. But it was a process probably God was taking me through to get to that stage. And when I was able to provide that services for that person at a time of need, this person I'm talking about is an international person and a big company, an international company that operates on its own. So it's a process that you must not skip. It's good, or it's okay if you are stuck. Don't lose hope. It's okay. It's part of the process. Sometimes you start something and you leave it. It's okay. It's nice. Sometimes you make losses. We've made a lot of losses. Even last year, it got to a time we lost about 200 to 300,000 within 1 week.
Wow.
Yes. And so losses are part of the business. They are part of the growth, because you can make a decision. We went to buy some raw materials, and within 1 week there was a price fall of about 500 cedis. And we buy them in trailers. So just imagine the difference. So some of these things are parts of the business. So when you experience all these things, they are parts or process that you have to go through. This year, we are not making that mistake because we've learned from it. So young people are trying to start business, God first, the most important, because Prince is not someone who is coming from a background that has these millions at home, stuck at home, to make mistakes, and you make the mistake and take this cash and do it again. No, but you all saw the picture where we started from. We were producing from home. Now we have our own factory. We're building the second one.
Do you have pictures of the factory currently where they are? If they are, you can go on as we go ahead.
I will share them.
Yeah.
And so this the products manufacturing of our
product line.
Yes, our packaging materials ongoing.
Wow.
Yes. So these are parts of the process that you have to appreciate when you start a business. It's very important.
At where we started from the corridor. Look at the huge factory now.
What we are doing now is by the grace of God that we are here, but also hard work and determination they are key to what we've been able to build now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
This is
so in a nutshell, don't forget about the process. Whatever you are going through as a business, as a startup business, it's part of the process. If you are stuck, it's part of the process. Don't give up. Go back to it. Sometimes you don't have the capital because sometimes it got to a point in 2023, 2022, we were struggling with 3,000 cities, 4,000 cities. Together with my team members, one of the key partners, that is Desmond, we had to carry boxes of Tom Brown on our heads to Okanshi, Makola, and sell them because there is pressure. We have to pay salaries. We have to buy raw materials. It's allowed. But now, by the grace of God, we have sales vans going around doing all these sales and doing. It's part of the process. So when you are stuck, when you get to a stage, it's difficult. Don't give up. Don't just say, probably seek guidance, but also go on with the process. And I believe that with time, God will bless whatever you are doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is really, really amazing. And I agree with Joy. We should give God an applause.
Yeah.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. So all the law of the process, leadership is developed daily. And if we don't understand that the process involves ups and downs, then you give up easily. Yeah. And today people just want quick. Sakawa, we want it easy. We want it easy, but the lessons we are learning here is that it's not that easy. But if you keep to the process, if you persevere, if you go with passion and hard work and with God on your side, and also picking honesty and integrity here, because you dealt honestly with your customers, somebody was able to entrust you with so much money to be able to do. Joy is on stage, but before she comes in, let me just ask about your team and the leadership. Your mother started with you, your wife gave you the idea. Are they all part of the business now, or you push them away?
Now they are supporters. so they are supporters and cheerleaders. They are the back now, enjoying whatever they sold. My wife at a point had to. She's a government worker. She's a teacher. Grace. She has been supportive, and at a point had to go for government loan to invest to support the business. So my mom, they had to give up their shop, everything that they gathered to probably support us to get to where we are now. By the grace of God, now their shop we've now turned into a supermarket, and but so now they are the back, they are cheerleaders, supporters.
Good.
And we are building a team, and we have a team of young and vibrant people. We have Prince, our accountant, being a fantastic person. We have Sharon, productions manager, and we have Kojo, who takes part of operations, and Desmond, a key figure to whatever we've been able to do.
Yeah.
Yes. So these are. I mean, we are still building the team. We are still building.
Yeah.
So it's we need all of you to build a team. So it's a team that and the staff we have a staff of 46 because now we are operating. We are doing the 24-hour economy.
24/7.
24/7. Yes.
Awesome.
And we are looking to employ other people at the other factory when we finish. We started recruitment already, and we have people we've interviewed, and they are likely to start next 2 weeks. Okay. We are not done with the factory yet, but we have to, warm up. When you have these small opportunities, you just have to probably chip them in. So we are heading towards that aspect as well. So
Yeah.
this is the team behind Profile. Fantastic people. They are committed. When I call on them morning, afternoon, evening, I nearly forgot someone that if I don't mention she's watching, then I'm in trouble. Please, she is Catherine Cobold. We call her Kate. She's our sales manager. Arguably
Wow.
the best that we've had. Like, she's the best.
She's the
Wow.
best.
She's the best. To
Amazing.
me, to us, she's the best. She
Wow.
does everything to make sure that
Mm.
we are
sell.
out there. We sell. You give her a target. Don't try Kate. She will race you with a target.
She'll fail the target.
She'll smash the target.
Oh, she will mess you up. You know, very respectful. And she's very young. She's 23 years. You know,
Wow.
committed, very, very, very committed, dedicated. She slots in anywhere you put Kate, she will just slot in. Production, she'll move from sales and come to production anytime, because as a business, as we are building, and you're a sales manager, probably she will come from sales and will quickly slot into production to help production.
Right.
Fantastic. Yes. So this is a team that we have. Fantastic people. They support the vision, the process. They understand the process. They understand when you go through some challenges, some difficulties. They understand all that. And they support us. They support the vision, the process. I love them.
Wow.
Prince, I was
We
gonna
love
ask
them
you.
also.
We love them too, because they've made Profile what it is today. I mean, there
Yeah.
can't be Profile without people. And
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, how did you get them to buy into this vision? 46 people. What did you do? What's your leadership style? What have you done that 46 people believe
What juju
in
did
this
you give
Tom
them?
Brown vision?
So sometimes you get people who will come. I think my personality is also a factor, because sometimes you get people who will come in and they don't like probably the way you do your things or the way you are, and they go. It's allowed. Some for personal reasons left, their own reasons left the business, and for the others, or for the ones that we have now, what I would say, it's teamwork. I learn from them every day. And in all humility, I go to probably, I would say, the last person in the business or at the workplace. Go to the person, talk to them, try and understand why they make certain decisions, try and understand why they do what they do. Also sell to them what we intend to do. I remember our productions manager now started with a salary of 400 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
This is a graduate from UCC, University of Cape Coast.
Yeah.
She came and said, I just want to do something, and we said, okay, this is what we are going to offer you. She said, okay, that's not a problem. So after a month or two, we realized that no, she is good. We started talking. She wanted to, she initially in her mind, she wanted us to use Profile as a process, but she began loving the environment.
The culture.
The culture. We work together. You come around. Sometimes you wouldn't know that, hey, this is the CEO of the business or the owner of the business. We work together. I mean, my uniform, packaging, mailing, doing all these things together. We go, and so she came to us and was like, she wanted to leave, but because of these things that we are doing, she's here seeing the manager or the owner of the business carrying boxes of Tom Brown doing this. So why don't I buy into this idea and build this together? Then gradually she started graduating, and she's where she is today. Same for Kate, for anyone. So that has been a culture. There is that togetherness in our team. We work as a team, because we always tell ourselves that we don't know anything. We learn every day. We learn from each other. So whatever you or whatever experience that you have, that you would like to share, bring them on board. Let's build this together. When it gets well for me or for Profa, it gets well for you. And they know when things go on well, when they hit their targets, me a showman, me a show pa.
Charlie, they enjoy, pa.
They enjoy.
That's
They
that's
enjoy.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I think you have just shared with us leaders on the call, everybody listening to us. You've just given us just practical tips on how to lead people, inspire people to follow a vision when you even have nothing.
Yeah.
Being a leader by example, being hands-on, being connected to your people. I mean, at CTL, this is all we preach when we go to do leadership training anywhere. Our foundation is about relationship, because you can love people and not lead them, but you can't lead people if you don't love them. And so that is our core at CTL. And so just hearing you talk about this, carrying your boxes so that when your people see you carrying, it is very easy for them to carry. You've just summarized this in terms of leading people, inspiring people by just showing them love and being a leader by example, leading by example. So thank you. I think it's been an amazing conversation tonight, Mr. Aim. I mean, because of our time, we have about 10 minutes to wrap up. We have so many recommendations in the chat. Ayiko, awesome, big gaps, inspiring. I mean, inspiring is running through the comments. Almost every comment, inspiring, beautiful story. And these are the things that we want to hear more of. I mean, people have been hearing a lot of doom and gloom in Ghana. And it's like, what's the future holding for? But this is a young 29-year-old man from Koforidua. I mean, last time we spoke to a lady who is in Tamale producing sanitary pads out of banana fibers. All of these things going on. It should inspire us. It should inspire even Mr. Yim in his 60s, who is thinking about doing more business. There are new tricks, there are new tactics in business. That's, I think, that we can all learn from. So I have found it so useful. I've been inspired to dream and also to follow my passion, because I think I don't have passion with selling things. Like, I've tried to think about, I remember on campus, I tried to sell cat fruits in a bowl. But like, this is not me. I want to be by my computer, produce ideas, create stuff, so that's me. So I think that when you emphasize that I just love to do these things because I was just passionate about, I just realized that, hey, that is what you have to tap into. You don't need to follow somebody because he said Tom Brown. Tomorrow, a lot of people are going to look for.
I'm going to sell Tom Brown.
Please, if you go and find Tom Brown recipe, will not be
sell
as
Tom
nice.
Brown. You will eat it yourself.
It will not be as nice as Profa. So follow your passion, follow your journey, and that's where your light will shine. I think that it's a beautiful story. Mr. Yim, anything else from you that we let Profa give us his final words?
Absolutely, and this has been a great night. Enjoy, you've summarized it. What we are learning is the lessons of passion. Follow your dream. We've also learned the support that you need from family and friends is very important. We also learned that you don't have to start your business with 100,000. You can start small, think big, but start small. We've also learned from this story that the process is very, very important. And part of the process is that you can go up, you can go down. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. And he said it when they were making losses and all the difficult time, there's a lot of lessons, even in the difficult time. So pick the lessons from there. We've learned from Princess Le's story, the kind of leadership that inspire others to be able to work together as a team. And of course, when it's good, they celebrate, they enjoy together. When it's difficult, everybody is gathering together. We encourage those who are listening to pick these lessons. But Prince, hey, thank you so much for for coming to the leadership platform and sharing this beautiful story with us. We will give you the stage to give us your dessert. Do you have a dessert, a Tom Brown dessert or something? Give it to us.
Yes, I think in your last icing on the cake, you can also share with our viewers where they can find your products, how to access. I think you've touched on it a little bit, but how we can get in touch with Profa. Somebody maybe wants to invest $1 million, so just tell us where we can find you.
And then
Okay.
Donald Trump, would Donald Trump buy some of your products? He's
Definitely.
tracking people from America.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So I would like to, before then, I would like to say a very big thank you to um, Joy and Mr. Him for this opportunity. I really appreciate. Um, I really appreciate. This is a great opportunity for me. These are the stuff that we dream of when you are doing this business or when you start a business, and you're giving me this platform to probably share what my experiences. Also, I would like to say a very big thank you to the entire team as well, and Dikim Boache of ICGC. He has also been a pillar to me day in, day out. And anytime I call him, he answers. He's a blessing as well, wherever he is. Then ultimately, when it comes to profile, um, the entire team I really appreciate. Now to our customers out there, you are the main reason why I'm here. If you are not, or if you don't buy, there will be no profile. I really appreciate. Now we are expanding. We have profile in Sunyane. We have profile Sunyane. We have one of our main distributors being Prebet, very popular in Sunyane, Brown Hafo. We are going to WA as well, working on it. Hopefully, by the end of this month, we will be in the northern parts of Ghana. Yes, you can find us in all Melcom shops nationwide. And also, we have our products in Opoku Trading in Kumasi, Bantama, Edum stores. In Accra, we have them in all China Mall shops, Palace. We have our products in Okanshi, Medina Market. We have our products in all these places. Those outside, accent of profile. Please, we are still working on our international market, but for now, you can access or get profile on Amazon in the US. And we have them in some local shops. When you visit our Instagram page, Profile Foods GH. Profile Foods GH. The name is Profile, PROFA Foods, FOODS GH, both on Instagram and Facebook, and also TikTok. You get to have more details about us. In Italy, we have our products coming. Our first consignment arrived yesterday. I think it was cleared yesterday. So hopefully, within in the course of the week, we are going to communicate on our page as to how we are going to get them. And also in London, those in UK, we have our products in London. We have them in Dagenham. We have them in East London. We have some people that's Bemco. When you contact Bemco, bemco.uk, you are going to get our products there. Afio in UK, you are going to get our products there. And there are some brands that we are behind them. I didn't mention that. Also in the UK, there are some brands, their names are there, but for that, I can't probably disclose that. When you buy them, you also experience profile or have a feel of profile. So thank you to CTL Africa. You are a blessing to this generation. You are a blessing to Africa, to we young entrepreneurs, young businesses. We really appreciate everything that you've done. Thank you once again. God bless you.
It's
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the extraordinary leadership story for this quarter. And this begins our next series on leading others. We've already had a taste on how to lead others and get people inspired. And you're going to get more lessons on inspiring others and leading others. I want to thank all of you for coming. Joy, I leave the stage to you to close us.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Him, I think we've had a really good time just hearing and being inspired. Okay, so we're wrapping up. Just quick announcements. Anything concerning leadership development, you want to grow more leaders in your organization, because it's very evident when there are more leaders in your organization will grow. People who think and behave not just as managers, but they take initiative, they know how to prioritize. When you have more of those leaders in your company, your organization will grow. So take advantage of CTL services. We're going to put all the details in the chat for you to contact us during the week. If you want to have a discovery call for what we call the Step Up program, which is grooming your next level of leaders. Don't wait till the CEO suddenly leaves the seat and then you're scrambling for a CEO successor. So CTL also prepares your next level leaders to take over. So you can contact us for a discovery call. Our website is www.ctlafricaleadership.com, and our WhatsApp number +233 55666 7718. They would all be in the comment section for you to get. So we'll see you again next week, Saturday. It's been such a pleasure having you all engaging in the comment section and joining us for another time of learning. So we hope to see you again next week, Saturday, same time on the Leadership Platform. Until then, stay blessed, have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you again next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Your breakfast just got better with Burford and Brown. Enjoy the new taste of nutritious Tom Brown. Burford and Brown. Think food. Think us. For retail or bulk purchase, call 055-8515-602.
And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, do that now.